We got loads of news from the developers, a first look at some of the upcoming rewards from KFC and Twitch, and seeing what they look like in-game, the brand new live-action trailer, and a new developer interview to bring us some new updates. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. Remember, it is the final call for the Diablo 4 game copy giveaway the Comeback Kids are doing, so if you're interested, please stick around until the end of the video to see how you can earn the free copy for yourself. Okay, now kicking things off hot, we have the Diablo 4 developers releasing a live-action trailer for the game. The Oscar award-winning Chloe Zhao directed the trailer, as well as many Marvel blockbusters in the past. And ladies and gentlemen, this is by far one of the coolest things I've ever seen when it comes for trailers to a video game. It's bringing the complete world of Sanctuary to life, and you get to see all 5 character classes as well as the world in peril from demons. It is an absolute must-watch and is phenomenal from a cinematic perspective, so do yourself a favor and take a minute to watch this amazing trailer from Diablo 4. It was also leaked a few weeks ago that there would be a promotion with Diablo 4 in KFC going live on May 29th, and it looks like we officially got a first look at one of the KFC cosmetic items in action. We got an image of a thrumming axle staff for the sorcerer, which you could see on screen here. Thankfully, the KFC cosmetics aren't absolutely out of control, and from what we've seen so far, they actually look quite impressive. We could be expecting more cosmetic leaks as well as information in the next few days heading into the launch day for Diablo. Now, I'm pretty sure we all are well aware of the brand new Secret Labs Diablo 4 collaboration with the Lilith and Inarius chairs and how absolutely incredible these pieces of equipment are. Now, they are, of course, expensive, bringing you custom limited edition chairs, but there's actually a giveaway happening. So if you want to participate in these sweepstakes, you can head to the link in the description at wowhead.com to actually sign up. If you don't know, these are custom Inarius and Lilith chairs that look phenomenal, and if you're in the market for a chair, I would highly recommend at least taking a look at these. And if you're looking for some more rewards, we finally got the official Twitch drops being revealed for Diablo 4's launch. The Twitch drops are going to start on June 5th, 4 p.m. Pacific time, and you need to watch 3 hours of eligible Diablo 4 content creators while the Twitch drops are active to earn their respective rewards. There are going to be alternating rewards every week, with week 1 being about the Rogue and the Necromancer, bringing you some weapons as well as back cosmetics. Week 2 is going to be about the Sorcerer, bringing you a spell-slinging weapon and a back trophy as well. Week 3 is going to be about the Druid, bringing you a one-handed axe as well as a back trophy. And finally, week 4 is going to be about the Barbarian, bringing you a two-handed mace and a back trophy as well. Now, they did state that every week they're going to be alternating the drops until the 4th week, so you are going to have a good amount of time to watch your favorite Twitch content creators to obtain these rewards. It is important to note that after watching any eligible streamer for 3 hours, you must claim the corresponding reward prior to gaining progress through the next reward, which is going to be your back cosmetic. So you don't just start your computer at the end of the night right before you go to bed, you know, and expect to wake up to all your cosmetics in the morning. You need to claim your reward first before you can actually move on to the next. Lastly, we have the mount that you can get through supporting a streamer, which you can earn by showing your support to Diablo 4 content creators by gifting their channel 2 Twitch subscriptions of any tier. Doing so will earn you the Rugged Primal Instinct mount as a reward. So a ton of rewards coming, ladies and gentlemen, whether it be through Twitch drops or a Secret Lab gaming equipment and even the KFC franchise. It also looks like we got a brand new developer interview with Joe Piapiora, bringing us a bunch of new information. He was asked in the interview if skill trees will be further expanded with the new branches or skills for existing abilities in the future patches or seasons. He replied, confirming that additional skills and branches within the skill tree are something that the team is considering for future expansion releases, rather than additions that will be made part of a quarterly seasonal update. However, skill adjustments and changes will occur on a regular basis as a part of seasonal content. The developers were also asked if they were considering the idea of adding a loot filter like Path of Exile or Last Epoch. Joe mentions that quality of life features will be part of seasonal content, so it's much more likely for us to see loot filters sooner rather than later. Since Diablo 4 is a live service game, it is likely that the development team will see this and work on creating this kind of feature. Finally, there was a lore-based question on asking about Lilith and how do you craft a villain that is both despised and adored. The lead art director replied saying Lilith's complexity lies within her eyes. The Daughter of Hatred actually has 2 distinct eye colors, and the blue eye is a representation of her good side, the side that wishes to save Sanctuary and her children. So some nice crucial news when it comes to developers with this interview. There's also a couple more things inside, so if you want to take a look at it out online, you can go ahead and do that. The dev team also released the new Book of Lorath episode, which is going to be the third installment in the series. This episode is highlighting all things Diablo, you know, the Lord of Terror, and the history of the Soul Stones. Lorath unveils heraldric details about the history of Diablo, the Lord of Terror, his two brothers Mephisto and Baal, and the corruption of King Leoric, also known as the Skeleton King. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go ahead and check it out, it's a very good video. Personally, I'm going to wait until all of them are completely released and watch them pretty much all in one go right before launch day. But moving on to some other news, which is honestly quite worrying and frustrating at the same time, is going to be about the capstone dungeon bosses. If you don't know, capstone dungeon bosses are the pinnacle of World Tier 2 and World Tier 3 to determine if you're ready to move on to the next level of difficulty and advance in World Tiers. A fan asked on Twitter if this means they are strictly solo only, or can you have a higher level friend come in and help defeat the boss with you? Joe Piepiora said that a higher level friend can carry you through it if that's what you choose for yourself, but you'll know what you did. And I'm not going to lie, honestly, this is quite frustrating because with a feature in Diablo that's supposed to show you that you truly mastered your class and did the work to be able to advance into the next world tier, you know, to bring on harder content for yourself, whether it be through grinding out the best legendaries possible or leveling up your equipment or just simply beating the very difficult boss all on your own to prove that you're ready to advance from a skill perspective. I can't stand the idea of you being able to boost that in general or having someone do the work for you because you literally can't do it. In my opinion, I think this is an awful addition into the game and it shouldn't be allowed at all. What sucks even more is that the developers are even joking about it, saying, sounds like we should add got carried through the capstone dungeon as an option when you burn your sin in the prologue. Adam Fletcher replied to this saying, forced title. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the big issue here is that people can simply skip the difficulty of having to deal with the capstone dungeon boss all on their own to get a higher level friend or a boosting service to complete it for them, whether it be through gold, gems, rare or magic items, or potentially even real life money. I think it's an awful decision and it should be changed as soon as possible. We also got some fans over Twitter asking for a clarification on how seasons work. Do you make a new character, level them up, and then a season comes out and you start completely a brand new character to level up, and then you delete that new one when a new season comes out? It seems really repetitive and time wasting. The devs respond saying the seasonal character doesn't get deleted, it's just moved to an eternal realm, which is where non-seasonal characters are. The developers also posted a bunch of the endgame features you can actually do when you're close to max level, or some of them you can even do on your leveling journey. You have the Fields of Hatred, which allows you to turn against your fellow players and fight for rare and precious materials as well as glory. The Nightmare Dungeons, which is going to be a massive part of Diablo's endgame and is going to be dungeons that are amplified to bring you vastly increased difficulty as well as much better loot. The Tree of Whisper system, which is going to be the daily quest reward system, similar to bounties in Diablo 3 and daily quests in World of Warcraft, and world tiers where you could venture and challenge enemies as well as collect some of the best and unique items in the game the higher the world tier you obtain. It was also confirmed over Twitter that you can still pre-order Diablo 4 until the very last day to get the pre-order rewards. So if you're holding out on looking at those early reviews for Diablo 4, you could totally do that and wait to pre-order to get the reward benefits on May 31st. Don't forget, it's also very crucial to know that you can only gain the early access for Diablo 4 on the platform you bought the Ultimate Edition on. So for example, if you buy the Ultimate Edition of Diablo 4 on the PS5, you can only play the early access period on the PS5, so in order to play it on multiple consoles, you're going to have to wait until the full release on June 5th. And speaking of the full release, you can see the full release times on Diablo 4 right here. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on June 5th, and the early access release date time is going to be on June 1st, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also got the preload for Diablo 4's launch, and that's going to be available on May 30th at 4 p.m. Pacific time as well. For Windows PC, you simply launch your Battle.net client and install your game. The Xbox, you launch your Xbox Store and search for Diablo and select the download button. And the PlayStation, you launch the PlayStation Store, search up Diablo, and select download. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for the news for today. We have a lot more coming in the next few days, so if you haven't yet, be sure to take a look at our newest series on the Comeback Kids channel, explaining all the classes in great depth with the Paragon board, unique items, as well as some other crucial features to get you ready for launch day. We also have a Discord server with over 1,300 active members, all hanging out, getting ready for Diablo's launch day. So if you're interested, you can come in there, hang out, and get a party prepped up for launch day. Don't forget, if you're also interested in earning a Diablo 4 game copy, check out the link in the description below to see more information on how you could win that. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. It is an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. Until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.